Consumers have less than 2 weeks left to fill out a claim form if they want a refund from the now out-of-business Great American Balloon Company.
The company's assets will be sold at auction on Thursday, and Adam Schrager joins us now with more on this continuing story.
It is continuing. We continue, in fact, to hear from victims through our Call for Action volunteers. The trustee handling the auction says there are several hundred people who bought tickets to the hot air balloon company that were never honored. So here's the timetable of what happens now. The company is selling 6 hot air balloons and its related equipment in an auction first thing on Thursday morning. The trustee has asked for initial offers by the end of business today, along with a 10% refundable deposit from prospective buyers. After Thursday's auction, the next deadline is the end of business on Monday, September 23rd. If you're holding a ticket you never got to use, you need to fill out your claim form, send it to the trustee by then in order to qualify for any type of a refund. Whether enough money comes from the sale to reimburse folks any amount of money remains to be seen, but if you haven't filed the claim, you don't qualify. We'll have to wait and see how much money comes through.
Okay, we'll continue to follow it.
Yeah.
Every time we see the Call for Action volunteers, they're on the phone, they're always so busy, and most of the time they're solving problems and trying to get answers from people, but sometimes they actually get consumer tips from callers.
And people will call in and say, you need to do a story about this. And we get a lot of calls about landlord-tenant issues, and they can be fairly contentious. Penny Anderson in Beloit let us know about a situation that she had with her old landlord about getting her security deposit back. Basically, she was charged for damage that had happened to a door before she moved in, and her landlord told her she didn't have to provide receipts for the security deposit funds used to fix that door. Her landlord said by law she didn't have to do that, and Penny wanted us to let folks know about that. Well, it turns out that Penny's landlord was not right. The state's Consumer Protection Department says if any portion of a security deposit is withheld, the landlord shall deliver or mail to the tenant a written statement accounting for all amounts withheld. Good piece of advice here is to document any trouble spots in a rental before you sign the lease. Write them down. It's just like you would do if you were renting a car. Finally, here's some good news to share in this week's Call for Action segment, and it comes from 77-year-old Rachel Burley of Beloit. She was at home last week when she got a call from a guy named John saying that she had won $5.5 million. Great phone call, right? Well, she was told to go to Walmart, buy a debit card, and then call John with the receipt number. John told her not to tell a soul. Well, Rachel told Call for Action, and then she told the Beloit police. She said she just knew this was a scam. If we said it before, we'll say it again. You're not getting a phone call saying you've won $5.5 million. I'm sorry, but if it's too good to be true, it likely isn't true. Well done, Rachel. If you have any consumer complaints and problems you want us to help you solve, call our volunteers at Call for Action at 608-270-2833. The hotline is open from 11 to 1 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or you can go to our website to file a complaint at any time, channel3000.com/call for action.
We sort of laugh at that story about the $5.5 million, but somebody might fall for it.
It happens all the time.
It was a $350 debit card is what they wanted them to get. They give her the receipt, she's out the money, and obviously she didn't win that. And good for her. I mean, you know, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. Call police, stop this from happening. All it takes is 1 or 2 people to bite on it, though, and that's why these people keep doing it.
Way to go, Rachel.
Call for Action. Good job, folks. Thanks, Adam.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Appreciate it.